beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Christine. Welcome to another All Signs Love Tarot reading. All Signs Love reading. And as is often the case here at the Tarot Closet, All Signs Love Messages reading. I am channeling for you. This is just flying out already. I'm channeling for you in July 2023. It's the Eight of Wands, by the way. We'll get into it in just a moment. And of course, you can be here in July 2023 in real time, but you could also be here many months, even years later. All readings are timeless and meant for you when you get here, when they find you. This is a fated connection, and you are here when you're meant to be here. So welcome. I'm really glad you found your way here. Down below in the description, you'll find all the cards, all the decks that I'm using today. You will also find all the playlists, all zodiac signs, messages from your person, more all signs, love tarot readings, love readings for the collective. I think that playlist is called Love Messages, Love Tarot, and Messages from Your Person. Messages from Your Person, all signs. You know, I really need to look. I keep planning to look and haven't. Anyway, it's attached to this reading. I think it just plays anyway. But you can also reach them down below and, of course, through the channel. If you are on a twin flame journey, there are very long and in-depth twin flame readings also below. So feel free to check those out if you are so inspired. Please remember this is a general reading, so take what is for you and let the rest go. I would like to take this time to invite you to like today's video and subscribe to the channel if you have not. The Tarot Closet, of course, watching videos and liking them, sharing them, and subscribing to the channel. These are things that help the channel continue moving so much more than I can tell you. So really, it's a huge help. Thank you so much. Let's see what else is going on. We have the Eight of Wands already here. It's Mercury and Sagittarius energy. Something's changing really fast here, and it can be that there's a message coming through, maybe even a phone call. You really never know because a reading can just go somewhere else entirely. So let's see. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us the cards. Aho. We have the Five of Cups in the upright. Judgment. The Four of Wands. Interesting. So we see here in the partnership placement, Mars and Scorpio energy, the Five of Cups. So somebody has left you feeling like they don't love you, may have ghosted you, left the connection. There's a lot of regret here. I feel like it's coming from everybody's side today. There's a lot of loss, grief. There's a lot of sadness. Look, it's the Five of Cups, of course. You can see really prominent right in the front, the Three Cups, which of course is bringing in the Three of Cups, are, well, it's Mercury and Cancer energy, are spilled over on their side. They're not completely empty. So whatever has happened here it hasn't been, well, I want to say cleaned up isn't the right word. You can see that it's still going on. The energy, the grief, and the loss. Can have been a moment, could have been at an event, for example. This is the Three of Cups. It's Mercury and Cancer. And it can also be telling us that there was a communication that was very hurtful at a particular moment. But it's also showing us that it hasn't really stopped. So even if it's just the thought going back in here and remembering. And look what's behind. There are two cups there. Of course, that's the Two of Cups within the Five of Cups. That's Venus and Cancer energy. So obviously this is what we already know. This is romantic love. But we also see that this is a no contact or in separation reading. For some of you, it can't even be somebody you're near that you're just not communicating with. There's a lot of regret for things, because I want to tell you what is going on here today is there's regret for things that were said. Okay, and that might be getting brought up here in the Eight of Wands. Let's see, the Four of Wands is in the upright. Is this a spinner? I don't know, but this is Venus and Aries energy, and this is reunion energy. This can be a homecoming energy. So whether somebody is coming back in and in this fire energy I feel like I have to, yeah, it's kind of like fast breathing all of a sudden. Whether somebody's coming back into a dwelling, homecoming, as in, apartment, home, that sort of thing. A city, state, country can also be, of course, into the connection. But we're also seeing here, there's maybe a celebration coming up around friends and family that's not for sure. It could even be telling us, I'm kind of feeling like maybe it's a spinner to that for some of you, which we already know. There might have been something that happened at a particular event. So that already came through, and that's a validation for some of you. It's not for everybody. But this is also some reunion energy. But your person's energy here, this is where your person's energy is the strongest. Your specific someone, your specific person, maybe even someone that's come into your mind, and of course someone for a lot of you that you came here for. There is still some fear of change in this energy today. It's the Judgment card and it's in reverse. And this is Archangel Gabriel, the angel for messages. Interesting. So is this going to be a spinner? The Eight of Wands, the Judgment card. Yeah, something's going on here because I feel like they're going to try to communicate with you. Is it slowed down? Perhaps it can be because there's a little bit of denial here. Somebody who made a bad decision. Something that they said, something that they did. Judgment, in any case, is Pluto energy. That's regenerative energy, and it's in reverse here. So they're not making some decision. They're not seeing something the way they should yet. But we see here there is a lot of loss and regret here. So the feeling is here, and I also feel like the wanting to connect somehow. Look what just showed itself in reverse. It's the Three of Cups in reverse. Yeah, my gosh. This is Mercury and Cancer energy again. Is somebody here partaking in a little bit of something too? Maybe. Maybe some things were said, clearly not said, at an event. Is this upcoming for some of you? Maybe we need more, but this is most definitely connecting here with your reading today. It's definitely no communication. We know that. Okay, this is just slipping right off. It's the Prince Discs, I should say. Interesting. It's coming back. Of course, it was at the bottom. All right, but it wanted to be here, so that's how it's going. Of course, this is the Knight of Pentacles. And this deck, much like a few others that I have, there is a divine feminine and a divine masculine energy in many of the cards. So this is a divine masculine energy, I want to say, of the Prince of Discs. And they're coming in here saying, yeah, because there's a humility here. Look, there's also a stubbornness here, but they're coming in here saying, you can count on me. I want to do the work. So what is this telling us? That, yeah, they weren't before. And there's some stubborn energy, and we're seeing it. And it's strong stubborn energy because Judgment is in reverse. What are they denying? Something that happened? Something that was said, excuse me. The Six of Cups. Wow. The Hermit in reverse. The Five of Discs. The High Priestess in reverse. So this is how it's going. The Tower in reverse. These are both yours. Oh, there's three here. The Nine of Wands in reverse. Wow. The Ace of Discs in reverse and the Three of Discs in the upright. Look where it wants to go, okay? So the Five of Pentacles is telling us what really we already know, that they're really worried about, well, this connection here. There is regret. There is loss here. There is a lot of worry around it. Might be causing some sleepless nights. We see that here also in the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy, and this is a lot of worry around this. So is it you worrying? Is it them? Let's see. But look where the Three of Cups is. It's right in the middle in reverse, in the middle of the Tower in reverse and the Four of Wands in reverse. Not always the card that you want to see, but we see somebody here is afraid of some kind of change. What are they afraid of? Is there a third party? There might be. And it can be in the I want to say, well, romantic, but it can also be family of origin, jobs, money, cultural, religious differences. We see here that there's a vulnerability coming through, but whatever happened, did something happen here? I think so. I think this Tower card was at some point in the upright, and there was something here, a particular moment, Scorpio and Aries energy, that needed literally to be put out. So there could have been an argument here between some of you. I am really feeling an energy of an event, a particular event. Could it be that it's still coming up? We're also seeing it connect with the Six of Cups. So this is a really interesting reading because it's a very nostalgic energy. It's an energy of a reunion, which is right here with the Four of Wands. But we also see here with the High Priestess in reverse that there's some clouded insight. Not really, somebody made a really bad decision. They're wanting to communicate, but it's not real strong that it's time. You know, you can see here they're afraid of change. They're in some denial about something that was said or done here. There is a lot of worry around this connection. Also, I'm feeling that it's connected somehow. Well, it's very much connected to the throat chakra. Lack of clarity, lack of communication, but maybe some truths here. Things that are changing. Look at the eyes here in the Five of Pentacles, also here in the Five of Cups. And that's also telling us that there is a lot of conflicting energy here. So I'm not really surprised. I do see that somebody is worrying. I feel this is your person here wanting to connect with you, quite worried about this connection, literally wanting to get on the Prince of Discs here because the Nine of Wands is in reverse. This is the Moon in Sagittarius energy. And that's putting the Moon in reverse, which is having clarity and wanting to bring the truth. It's a vulnerable energy. It's ending some type of separation here. So maybe it's just communication for some of you. Maybe it's communication and in-person energy. Look at that. And look what came along with it. Interesting here. This is going over here. It's the Princess Disc. So it's the Divine Feminine energy in reverse. So we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse in the Divine Feminine energy, and we have the Knight of Pentacles in the upright here. So this reversal energy, we already know that there's a stubborn energy. This is somebody who was not giving to the connection, and what they did give, I don't feel like was, I feel like there's a particular moment here that they are regretting and are sorry for it, but there's a really strong, fear of change. Is this what they're afraid of? Because look, it's the Ten of Cups here and also the Nine of Cups. This is wish fulfillment coming here to the 10. It's Pisces energy. It's Jupiter and Pisces energy, and this is Mars and Pisces energy. It's quite a beautiful card, the Ten of Cups. It's a new cycle. It's a happy, loving energy. It's coming together, building a life together, going back into building a life together. New beginnings. Potential still here. Also, this can be combining families, I want to say. Introducing families, whatever the case is. And you can see here that, it's some past energy too, that was broken up. It's the Three of Swords here. It's what we know. It's Saturn and Libra energy. So this is the heartbreak energy here. For some of you, there's divorce energy. It's not for everyone. I want to say a legal connection. The loss and the sadness around it, look, they all came together. So I do feel that these are spinning. Are they maybe coming in here? I feel like they want to communicate. There is, if you're on a twin flame journey, that's also here. It's not going to be for everyone. Past life journey. I do feel they want to communicate here. We need more, because this is also for me spinning, because this is what was affected. So I feel like you've been waiting for this. Are we going to see for this? What's this? The Ten of Cups. Standing here, look, leaning against the, what do I want to call that? Awning, railing, pole, whatever the case may be. A lot of graffiti on here. Look, it's depicting the Ten of Cups over here. You can see you're leaning over toward there, and here it is. Is this what you've been waiting for? Were you there and did it get interrupted? Were you waiting for it, or was it on the table? Okay, this is really clear, look, and it wants to be here. It's strange where everything is going. No, that's wanting to be here. The Hermit in reverse is more energy of what we know. It's the Judgment here in reverse as well. And this is feeling stuck, staying separated, being stuck because they're afraid to change. Is it commitment? Maybe. Is it another connection? This can also be the case here. Again, it can always be the case. It is coming through a little stronger here than usual. The Queen of Cups. So healing has not even, we already know that healing has not happened with whatever went on in this connection. And we saw that here with these cups still spilt over in a validation of whatever happened, lack of communication or communication that wasn't so great. Lack of clarity, whatever the case may be for some of you, an actual event, that it hasn't healed. So is this healing and moving on away from each other, or is this healing and coming together? This is past energy for me, guys. I know. Maybe it's coming in. I mean, we have the 9 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, the 4 of Wands. You know, this can be marriage energy. This is soulmate energy for sure. Wish fulfillment energy, and quite a beautiful new beginning here. I just feel like somebody's a little bit stuck at that moment. Look, it's the Devil in reverse. So I do feel like things are going to be changing because this is a recovering energy. It's Capricorn and Saturn energy. Of course, it's a major arcana. And this is dealing with all the things that have happened in this connection, making them right again. The Ace of Swords. But look, it's in reverse. Yeah. This is an energy still of being blocked. This is the Judgment in reverse as well. This is somebody who's still not being honest with themselves, possibly you. They made some bad decisions in this connection. Was it another person? Was it some lies? Whatever it is, I do feel they're trying to get the strength to come here. It's the Leo energy. It's the Strength card. The Star card, the Ace Star and the Star card has been a gift to the Strength card. And that's bringing in, trying to help somebody here get the strength and hope for clarity, renewal. Is this also you? Is this a connection that maybe you're done with? It's hard to say, but look, it's the 4 of Cups now coming in reverse. This is Cancer and energy. It's the Moon in Cancer. It's putting in the Moon in reverse again, which is clarity and the truth. So have they already tried to come along here? Maybe, but they also could be kind of keeping an eye on things here. This is trying to find a new way, I feel, to communicate. Okay, yeah, because look at this. Look what is just here. This is where we're going to stop. We're going to bring in another deck in just a moment here. So this is telling us, look at the Sun there, and there it is. It's a temporary wait for an outcome. It's a decision that you're making together. Is this in regard to marriage, moving in together, combining families, introducing families, something that somebody made a mistake around that, had some bad judgment. They're still afraid to face it, but they're worried. There's a lot of worry here that maybe this isn't going to work. And the Sun is in reverse. That's telling us that it's temporary, whatever this is. It's a sadness waiting for a particular outcome. And I think it might be here, whether it's going back into the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Cups going back on the table, or going there in the first place. That wish fulfillment that was very clearly affected and it didn't happen. A breakup energy, of course, separation energy, some of you for divorce, whatever the case may be. It could be that you are going to see your person, this person here. It can very well be. But I also feel them spinning today because something went on in the past here. And there is that energy of waiting, but it's a temporary energy waiting for a particular, it's like delayed gratification, okay? It's the Sun, and we see that they're trying to get the courage here. This is the Sun within the Strength card, another major arcana. This is the outcome. This is finding a solution. It's the crown chakra as well. It's a temporary energy that there's not a solution right now. There's not this isn't happening right now, but you clearly love each other. So is this a time away still? Possibly, but I feel like at some point it's coming to an end. We see the vulnerability in the Nine of Wands in reverse, and we also see that in the High Priestess, which is validating that this has been time away from each other. In fact, some of you might be spending more time with family than usual. So you have needed some space away from each other, and it might still be ongoing, but I feel like it's getting ready to, well, yeah, to change. And this is, we're going to see what's under here, because I am feeling that this is the overall energy. And why? Because there's a message for you that whatever is going on here and whatever you choose to do, you have free will. Your person has free will. Everyone has free will. Energies, outcomes, they can, they will, and they do change. Just knowing, I feel, you need to know that they love you. There is apologetic energy here. Their energy is a little bit, I feel it's a little bit, it's a kind of Temperance in reverse energy. It's a little bit chaotic. They love you and you love them. There is some kind of choice that needs to be made here. So is this coming back together, or is this making some kind of an agreement? For some of you, maybe there's some family energy around here. And I say maybe kind of heavily, because for a lot of you there is. But it's showing what we know, that they love you and you love them. But I know that's not always enough. Archangel Raphael is here to help heal what's broken. Archangel Raphael wants to bring everyone together and for everyone to be happy. For everyone to be happy. But there's very clearly, look, yeah. So this is most definitely a new cycle that is on the verge. And what is that going to mean for you? Is this wish fulfillment? Highly possible. What are the moves everybody's making here? Because there's also an energy, as I said, of them spinning. And we're going to bring in another deck. And they can or can't come back in reverse. It doesn't matter, because I feel the energy here. Look, it's the Ten of Swords in reverse. So this is a new start either way. And this is healing, recovering, because it hasn't really been recovered. There's something here that there's no resolution. Nobody's communicated what happened, maybe what was said, what wasn't said. There needs to be some completion, I want to say. Whether that's completion to begin, or it is to begin the end, if you know what I mean. Because this is forgiveness. The Ten of Swords in reverse. It's the Sun in Gemini. And we know that the Sun is in reverse because it's putting it in reverse here. And Gemini is all about communication. And that's coming out of the lack of communication, possibly some lies. Dishonesty, of course. Clarity. That it's temporary. So it is changing. It is really a new cycle coming up. It's just not quite here yet. Everybody has free will. And I want to say these major arcanas, or minor arcanas, excuse me, are day-to-day energies. It's what decisions people are making. The future is not fixed. But we see that it's really enough now. It's time for everybody to start healing. It's time for things to be talked about, because the Three of Pentacles is also about communication, and that's about communicating here. What somebody made a bad decision. Look at that in the High Priestess. It's clouded insight. They weren't thinking straight. And that caused a separation here, I feel. And there's Judgment is still in reverse. There's still some energy of not totally being ready to face that or accept it. Responsibility. I mean, it's really clear. It's on the table that eventually possibly a message is coming through. That can also be communication. And it's addressing here everything in the Devil in reverse, whatever has gone on. The Eight of Wands, of course, Mercury is connected to, well, it's the planet of the mind, the planet of communication. Oftentimes it's connected to reading and writing. And it's archaic for me to say a handwritten message, but that might be the case for some of you. It could be. But it can be an SMS or an email, communication, either way, even hearing stuff through other people. But it's some type of communication coming in here, and it's happening fast. I feel like not as fast as it should, but when it comes, it will come in, is what I want to say. And can that be some apologetic energy? Here, some declarations, or just even sharing of love, maybe. The Lover's card, we know that twin flame energy is here for some of you. Look, it literally, the Six of Cups is right below it. It's also soulmate energy, and it's telling us that there is some harmony being restored here, whatever that's going to mean. You know, is that a union that is going to go all the way into where you were or what you wanted? Maybe that is wish fulfillment, but there's also a message here from spirit guides, angels, and ancestors saying all of this is dependent on, of course, free will, but communication. It's the Three of Pentacles. It's Mars and Capricorn energy. It's a collaborative energy. It's teamwork. You can't grow these pentacles. Here, look, they're all holding seeds. You can't grow them unless everybody's communicating. If somebody's not communicating as it is now, how is that going to work? There is a self-actualization going on with your person, and there is some type of offer coming in, unexpected love offer. What could that be? Message? Maybe. Maybe finding a new way, maybe even arriving, going somewhere where you would see each other. The Ten of Swords, again, it's also an energy of moving on. So are you coming together to communicate what happened here and moving on from that and starting over? Or is somebody moving on? Or are you moving on? Maybe. Some of you, maybe. It's the Ten of Swords in reverse. Maybe you're tired of waiting to go back in or to even get to the Ten of Cups. Okay, let's see what else is wanting to come in here today. Where is that deck? Where are you? There you are. Let's get a little bit of validation, clarity, new insight. Maybe something comes in that we just go, what is that? I want to move the energy a little. I'm not ready quite yet. This is in German. As you know, I'm in Austria, so I have a lot of German decks, but it's not going to matter. You'll know what it is. And of course, I'll tell you. So let me just get it moving a little more here. Thank you. Oh, this is already yours. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us the cards. I want to show you what was already here. So this is a spinner. The Eight of Wands is a spinner. So they might be trying to come to you. They might be trying to get a message to you. There's a delay in it. We already know that. It's the Eight of Wands in reverse. So it's really not that surprising. It's just telling us that it's frustrating because there are delays. And we know that you're tired of waiting here. What's that going to mean for you? But it's also showing us that it really is a validation of what we already know. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us the cards. Aho. It's the Ace of Wands here now, and this weight is brutal. Yeah, these delays are really hard to take for everybody, I feel. But your person, there's some fear here. Why is there fear here? But this is really hard on you, I feel. It's the Ace of Wands in reverse. It's Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy. This feeling of rejection is really strong. You need to hear that they love you and that they're sorry, whatever you're going to do with that. I feel like maybe you didn't know they loved you. They love you. You love them too. I know. We know that that's not always enough here. There is a nostalgic energy I feel on both sides, thinking of things were working and when things weren't. Imagining this coming together energy here. This is the reunion energy. So is that putting the Four of Wands right above it into a dreamy state? Maybe. Or is that making a decision to come together here and work things out? Highly likely for some of you. It's also showing us that it's slowed down and it's very frustrating. This one is yours. Yeah, it's the Nine of Swords. Didn't we see this here? I don't know if we did, but it's here. And we know that there's sleepless energy here. This is Gemini energy in regard to the lack of communication. It's in the upright. Yeah, it's not surprising. It's Gemini and Mars. Mars is the planet of action, aggression, passion, drive, desire, conflict. It's really this energy too. Look at the swords are coming right in, and there's one last sword here, the ninth sword. It's that bringing in also, look, it's showing us the 8 swords, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that are kind of floating and not in here, which is, yeah, this person who's kind of put themselves there. They could come out of this. What are they afraid of? Please show us the cards. It's the Two of Cups, which we knew was here. It's really prominent in your Five of Cups and the upright and the partnership placement. And we know that with the Lovers card too. that you really love each other. So this is not surprising to see. It's Venus in Cancer energy. The energy is still here between you. My gosh, this energy too, just look, it's almost like a plume of smoke somehow, like something's going on. Despite it all, there's still a lot of love here. There is a decision here. It's really very, very clear that's coming up. So is this to see each other? Is this to talk? Is this an answer to a question? Sometimes there can be proposal energy in the Two of Cups. Not always the case. And it can be marriage. And we do see the Four of Wands here. We see the Ten of Cups. We see the Nine of Cups. Is somebody just going to figure things out and come out of denial and pop up? Maybe. There can be that kind of energy here. I do feel it kind of bubbling under. I just don't think that it's going to be for everybody. It's the... Oh, it's like, what is this? It's the Emperor in reverse. So that's the Emperor energy that we're feeling. Of course, it's a major arcana. It's some ego and some immaturity here. So that's what's holding them back. Pride and ego. And is there another connection or a third party? Could be a connection, could be family of origin. Giving something up. Their freedom? What? What is it here? The life they're in, because they're afraid to change here. The Emperor really likes things a particular way, you know, and of course it's divine masculine energy and it's in reverse, so it's an overabundance. That Ankh contains yin yang energy, divine feminine and divine masculine energy, and it's in reverse. So there's a lot of that here. So that's a lot of what's keeping the delay. And you're here, I feel your energy for a lot of you in this Ten of Swords, saying figure it, make up your mind, because the Eight of Wands is spinning. I'm tired of waiting. We see the weight here, and it's been really brutal for you, I feel, because you know they love you and they love you too. So is it coming together for what's the completion? You know, it's World card energy for me. It's the Four of Wands. Is this the Four of Wands? Why does the Four of Wands here? It is. Why does it? This card almost looks like, yeah, kind of a sword energy in a way, doesn't it? Interesting. There you go. It's the Four of Wands. Again, homecoming, reunion energy. Look. Maybe, you know, I do feel that conflicting energy here. Is this for you? Look, there's a couple of things going on. It's connecting here with the Nine of Swords. So it's the Eight of Cups. It's Saturn in Pisces, excuse me. And we know that in the Five of Cups, this is somebody who left the connection, who left you feeling like they don't love you, and which I know you know is not true. But you're needing to hear that here. So this is both the past energy, which put the Nine of Swords here, but it could also be you. I mean, because look, the Eight of Cups is climbing right up here to the Emperor in reverse. Yeah. But again, for some of you, that might be you. Maybe not wanting to wait. It's the Three of Swords in reverse. This is what you're needing for sure. There's a lot of communication needed here. There's more than just an apology needed, but it is here. This is an apology. And this is healing and recovering after this. So this, I do feel, is what they're trying to write here, because we have the Eight of Wands in the upright and in the reverse. It's spinning. So they're trying to communicate. They're trying to apologize. Is it just simply, and that's connecting with the Four of Cups in reverse too. So maybe it's in another way. Maybe it's to see you somewhere for some of you. A particular kind of message. For some of you, connections to other people, being able to get that message through. But that is the healing energy, and we see here in the Queen of Cups in reverse, that Cancer energy, the Neptune energy, that it hasn't been healed. Whatever happened in that Five of Cups, the Three of Cups in reverse, I mean, we see it everywhere. It hasn't, there's no resolution. So whether that's to come together and work it out, because you clearly love each other, or somebody who wants to work it out by making a big offer, or there is a connection, a communication, and somebody maybe wants to go, which I think that somebody might be some of you. Okay, so we're going to stop here. I'm going to bring in another deck. Look, it's the Wheel of Fortune. So for some of you, this is changing things in a way that you want. It can be that is what's going to happen for some of you, that there is some type of proposal or some type of unexpected love offer. It's the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. So this is a turning point in this connection. It can also be that that turning point is that you're finally making a decision, or you're finally hearing that they love you and hearing an apology here. Hearing this apology. I'm sorry I made you feel that I didn't love you, because I do. When it works for the two of you, I really feel this. It's like things could be going on behind you, fires burning, and you're here. So this has been really hurtful and brutal, and we see that here in the Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, the rejection has been really difficult. So is this changing things so that you can move on together or apart? It's either one. That's exactly what I've been feeling your entire reading. Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius are here, and they're fixed signs. They don't love change. They don't love change. So they're having a difficult time here with whatever that means. But this is a turning point here. Things getting better, I want to say. It's a fated connection. We know that you're meant to meet. You're destined to meet. It's a deep soulmate connection, and your destinies are intertwined. Some of you, that will involve families and children. It's not for everybody, because it's not the only reason. There's just a reason that you met. Of course, it's also, well, yeah, I mean, it's soulmate energy for sure. It's a deep soulmate connection. And this is coming into your destiny. So is this together or is this part? This is the completion energy. I felt the World card. The Wheel of Fortune is really how it wants to present itself, because it's also a message saying, well, yeah, it's the cycles of life. It's always spinning. Sometimes they're really good and sometimes they're not. And things are getting ready to change here. Of course, everybody has free will, and that Sun is still in reverse. So it's a temporary energy of waiting for things to change, to hear what you need to hear, and maybe get what it is you want to get. Go back to where you were, or maybe that's just what you need to hear for some of you to go. And you're going to know that, of course. And I'm going to turn this over because I'm hearing that, and then we're going to bring in some love messages. I really like this for you. It's Temperance here today. Archangel Michael here for protection and strength, to show the path to the truth, the highest and the best path for everyone involved. It's Sagittarius energy. It's quite fast, so I feel that is what's coming in with the Eight of Wands there. It's restoring balance and harmony. It's things working out, however they're meant to work out. That's the best path for everyone. And we felt that coming in, and I still do, but it's just a little temporary energy still. But when it changes, it's going to be like, you know, kind of out of nowhere. And that's also bringing the truth in, because that is the truth. The truth that maybe there's some denial that your person are having, in particular your person. But also the truth of how you feel, how they feel, but also the truth of what's the best for everybody. What does that mean for you? But things are changing. And even some things that might change that you don't like. You know, it's a turning point here, and there might be some things you got to get through to get to that path. Some of you might be going alone, whatever the case may be. It's meant to be. Wow. Okay, I'm actually going to keep this here where I found it, where it came through. Temperance. Let's bring in some channeled love messages, and then we are going to close your reading. What do you want to say to your person? I will always love you. Look at that. Right here with the Two of Cups, the Lover's card, the Wheel of Fortune, and that apologetic energy in the Three of Swords. They're having a hard time, I feel, also writing or saying they're sorry. We know that in the Judgment in reverse. There's a real fear in admitting something here. It's super strong. It's also in the Ace of Swords. And we see with the Eight of Wands in the upright and reverse that it's spinning. So they might be having trouble writing something, but also taking responsibility and saying it. There is eventually that's going to come. Will it be fast enough for those of you that maybe want to go? Who knows? These are yours. Come to me in my dreams. I'll kiss you there. I'm scared to leave the life I'm in. Who's that for? Is that the fear and judgment? Is there a third party in that way? For some of you, maybe. We see that in the Three of Swords and the Three of Pentacles, and they connect with lies, lack of truth, lack of clarification, honesty, communication around the Pentacle energy. So it can be. And what is it? I know you were giving more, and I'm so sorry. Look, it's connecting also with the Three of Swords in reverse. When you feel my energy, it's because I'm thinking of you. I want to talk, but I am afraid I still can't offer enough. So for some of you, this might be a twin flame journey. It's not for everyone, but it is here. But there's something they're afraid to change and admit here. And they really want to. And that's also how they feel about you, but we see it. So you can't deny that anymore. Person's person. I'm talking to your specific person. I cannot stand not talking to you. I write messages that I never send. Okay, that's a huge validation here. And the Eight of Wands in the reverse and in the upright. And the Three of Swords in reverse, the apology. Despite the fact they're really worried, and the Ace of Pentacles here, stressing out a lot about it and wanting to come with the truth. Archangel Michael really encouraging them to, trying to help. Archangel Raphael, fix what's broken. The Queen of Cups in reverse. Is that for simply healing so that you can move on with some completion, or is that healing to come back together? Of course, you're going to know that ultimately, but they're having trouble writing a message. Of course, that can be a little bit just about communication in general. So maybe it's more coming to you, but it's pretty clear here about the message, I have to say. Okay, are these yours? Yeah, these last three here, and then that's it. And we're going to close your reading today. I don't feel that I'm going to bring in channeled song messages today, but we'll see what's going on with tomorrow's reading. You never know. I saw someone that looked like you. It felt like you were here. Yeah, that Ten of Swords energy too, your person, of course. And that, you know, 10 is the end of, it's a completion of a cycle. We already know that here, and it's a new one. It's a renewal coming. So is that renewal bringing you together? Is there a huge offer here maybe? Or is it the message they're trying to write? Either way, they are apologizing. They're hoping that you forgive them. Wanting to move on from what happened. And maybe possibly you're needing to move on completely. You will know. I love you now until the end of time. Six of Cups, Two of Cups, Lover's energy. All here today. Are you okay? Who is that for? I wish I could tell you what is really going on in my life. Okay. Beautiful souls, that's it today. That's your reading today. I really appreciate you being here so much. If you enjoyed today's reading, I'm trying to straighten it. I just need to give up. If you enjoyed today's reading, I would really appreciate it if you like the reading. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. These things really help the channel so much. I can't tell you how much, a lot. Watching my video today really helps me, so thank you. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and if not, I hope things get better. I look forward to seeing you at another love reading.